Hello, you soggy flange biscuits, and welcome to Show Me Games Monday Morning. With me, Aaron Hughes, the man who wears shoes. Or slippers. This week I'm going to talk about Halo. Is it? No. I like Halo. Saw the trailers to Halo 5 and went, I'm excited! I am so excited! So, I'm going to just tell you where I got my excitement from and why I enjoy Halo so much. It's kind of a fanboy video, but enjoy. Many moons ago, there used to be an import stall on our market. I went down there one weekend and I saw this horrible obelisk, this hideous beast of a machine. And after I asked what it were, I found out it was the Xbox, the Microsoft Xbox. It was a horrible dark green mess with a disc on top of it. People think it's black, but it is actually dark green. I loved the joypad, however. The joypad was massive, and when it vibrated, it rumbled. So I was looking at the console. I looked up at the screen because I kept hearing bangy, bang bang noises, which is gunfire to the layperson. What I saw on the screen was something to behold, something magical, something Halo-ronic. I saw a first-person shooter running at a decent speed on a console, looking very nice at the time, and it reminded me of Aliens, it reminded me of all manner of other films that I'd seen, and it's very good. It was very good, I'm very excited over it, so I waited a week, saved a bit of money up, asked my girlfriend at the time for a small loan. A small business loan, so I could purchase the American Xbox with Halo. I got it home, however, and there's something that I did forget was the fact that it was an NTSC machine and I only had a PAL television, so that meant no colours, black and white. After a week or so, I ended up getting a TV, and it was all in colour, by which time I'd already played about 3 or 4 levels of Halo and played Azura's Wrath and the Obi-Wan game, which was awful. So Adam came down, absolute Jew, person I do ramble on to. He came down and we started playing it co-op. Now the first level in Halo isn't the greatest level, and if the game was to continue down that plane, I think the game would have been awful. I think we would have got bored of it very, very quickly. Now, having played 6 or 7 levels on my own and feeling how big some of these levels felt, they do feel very lonely on your own. We hit the 2nd level of Halo, which is called Halo, and it became very evident that this game was meant to be played co-op. You are meant to be playing this with somebody else. That level is absolutely fantastic. Massively underrated unless you're playing it co-op, of course. Playing it co-op just added an all new element. We were covering each other's backs, we were running around pistol whipping shit while they're sneaking up on somebody else. It was really, really good. The fact that you had to save the troops, the Marines that had fought in around. You didn't have to. That was the thing. It was an optional thing. I think that game would have been massively broken if you didn't save those Marines and that game decided no more. You'd enter the Ubisoft loop of, no, we wanted you to save these people. This is your mission. Fuck you, game over, and break the entire world. But just because they're dead doesn't mean you're dead. It's one of the many things I like about Halo. It keeps the game flowing. And you make your own little optional extras. They ask you to save these people, but if you can't do, well, we're going to have to pick you up anyway. You're the Master fucking Chief. We need you. Unfortunately, these Marines we don't really need. If we can save them, fantastic. But if we can't, doesn't matter. So that's what I liked. So after you finish the level and you get used to the game, you end up then making your own little games. Like, I'm going to save all the Marines. Later on in the game, we come across a level which is a homage to Aliens. And it is the best Aliens level I've played outside of a Rebellion Alien vs Predator game. It was fantastic. Absolutely brilliant game. It was just great level. Really good level. I mean, Master Chief is basically a walking USB stick. He finds a dead body next to a door or a helmet, and he takes the memory stick out of the helmet, which has a video camera on it, and he just slaps it in his head. Ooh, Master Chief, play media device. Which makes you, it's brilliant. It's a cop out. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna put it in there. We're doing a cutscene, it's okay. It's a cutscene, you get over it. We can't do intricate little things, but you get the concept. It's brilliant. I liked it because it made Master Chief a walking USB stick. He's like a tank of a USB stick. If you ever want the best USB stick, you ask for, have you got Master Chief? He just puts shit in his head. Play this. Anything, alien device. What is this? Does this work? Well, I've got a universal serial bus in my head, and it works really well. It's good. Anyway, I like that. It was cool. So you see this footage of all these Marines coming in talking shit. You're like, yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this drop, Frost. You won't say that, Frost. You won't say I got a bad feeling about this drop. And it's like very Aliens. It's just Aliens through and through. You know, Randy Pitchford could have used that level as inspiration to make that god awful fuck instead of making that god awful Colonial Marines game. It's funny how every other game seems to get the aliens shit right, isn't it? Anyway, but so we play that level, and then as we're playing on, you know, that introduces a flood, that introduces an extra dynamic by introducing extra sets of enemies, which was good. It's like, okay, this is nice pacing in the game. This is a very long game, really, for a first-person shooter. It can be very lonely as well at times. But you play a co-op, you're a winner. But that game also blew our minds by one little level where you start off on the back of a dropship. People just give you a little bit of prep to get into the level. We need your Master Chief. We need you. Blah, 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 loads of waffle and guff in your ear. Then you start hearing gunfire and explosions. The ship comes in to the beach, spins, turns round to show you what's going on. Now, if you watch this level nowadays, it's not going to seem as explosive and action-packed. But at the time, being Adam at the back of this dropship, being swung round, brought down onto the beach, and you're seeing just all your Marines having a go, Covenant throwing grenades, shoot. Wow, that was fuck yeah! Straight away, as soon as we hit the fort, bang! We hit the deck. We had, I don't think it was Steve I did the soundtrack for the first one, was it? No, but you had the Halo theme kicking in. Oh man, I always my shit. So shooting, throwing grenades. It was great, but that game that level is basically just it's just an island. And you can walk all the way around the island. And then you get into certain points into the island, and it was just a really well done level. And it's probably my favourite first person level from any first person. The sun's coming in now. From the for a first person game. It's just it's magnificent. It's really good. Really good. But I also shit. As I was saying before, earlier levels they'll ask you to save Marines, but we don't have to save Marines, we can go back and save them. So after we finished this game, countless times, we started then playing it on harder difficulty settings. I think we might have started on easy at first, just to choke through it, and then normal was a bit of a challenge for us, because at the time, you know, we haven't played that many first person shooters. There were a lot on the PC, but I didn't have a PC capable of playing it, plus they weren't co-op. And the first person shoot 'em ups that were out around about the time were either something like Time Splitters, which were co-op, but it had a different kind of aiming system. It wasn't center screen that were moving, it was hardware. Or they were kind of crap. So Halo coming along put everything together, understood it was a game, had a nice sense of humour about itself, and the lore was interesting. So after we finished the game a few times on normal, then we went on to hard, and then we went on to legendary. And we completed all the game on legendary. I think we did it one playthrough one time, all on legendary. Then we started adding little challenges to ourselves. So let's save all the marines on this level. Okay, so we did it, yeah. So let's save all the marines on Silent Cartographer. And it just made that click of co-op. That click of co-op just happens between two people. You start playing, this going to sound wrong, but gamers should know this. When you get two people that play together often, you end up at some point just clicking. It comes a time where you just click, and you sort of instinctually know how somebody's going to play a certain level. So you end up covering each other in ways that you didn't realise you were covering, and it becomes really exciting. For instance, on the second level, the Halo level, as soon as we land, I run off behind a rock immediately to your right as you come out to the dropship. I hide behind that, crouch down. Adam runs off and hides behind some trees or another rock further in front of everything. A dropship comes in and lands near my rock. As it lands to drop off some people, as soon as it drops people off, I throw 2 grenades, Adam throws a grenade, we then flank them, the grenades blow up, we take out the majority of the people, then we just come in and pincer movement from 2 different directions and just mop everybody up. And in the space of a minute, we've killed 10 people. And we did that on legendary, and we just sort of did that without talking. Click. The amount of times where we're just running around and you end up thinking that you put yourself in a shitty position, but because you realise the other person is doing something that we wouldn't normally do, you end up automatically covering them. So you end up thinking, shit, I'm stuck now, I'm going to be stuck, I just run myself into it, and then bullets come firing in from the side of the screen, and it's your friend covering you. Or somebody will just, like with me, the usual case for me is I'll just jump down and sort of punch somebody in the head, so I don't be stuck, and I'm like, oh, run past, melee strike somebody and carry on running. So it's like, right, I'll cover you there, man, let's carry on. And it was great. So we ended up putting our own game elements in there by trying to save all the marines, which is already in the game because it suggests that you do it. So it was good. So when we got to Silent Cartographer, playing that on legendary, saving all the marines, not having any of the marines die, prepping where the dropship comes at the end of the level with lots of warthogs up there, with as many marines that we could get in there, so when we come back up from Silent Cartographer, the marines are already kicking the shit out of all the invisible elites out of there. That's great. Halo was special, and it holds a special place in my heart, and it always will do. I can go back to that game even now and still have fun because the mechanics are still solid. That's my squirt over Halo. What are your favourite games? Tell us on the Show Me Games page. So that was some of my opinions on Halo. Now we're going to go on to community reviews, which just so happens to be Chris Broderick again this week. So, Broderick Beasts! Time for my Resident Evil Revelations 2 review. Pros: plenty of action, decent story, raid mode. Cons: bullet sponge bosses, too easy to miss the good ending. Summary: a huge step in the right direction for the franchise. Settle somewhere in the middle of the series concerning quality, and even manage AI partners that don't annoy too much. Raid mode adds longevity with the goal to level up your character and gain better and better equipment. Score? 8 out of 10. So that's basically it for this week. The Retros game night at Batcave was really good. An anniversary. I hope that it carries on. So next time, it's the first Saturday of every month. There's a retro games night at Batcave in Blackburn. So if you're from Lancashire and you can get down there, try and get down there. In other news, some of our community on the Show Me Games page have now got Twitch stream accounts. So go like those. We've got Philip the Forge, I presume it's the Forge, Andrew Buchanan and Christopher Broderick have all got Twitch accounts. I shall put that in the description, so go and follow them and they will show you games, probably more than me. So until next week, goodbye.